So Fred, guys, a guy in which a YouTuber that was really took the YouTube landscape by storm and really created some hilarious and great videos over the course of time on his YouTube channel. Well, all of a sudden he left the scene, and now we want to talk about kind of what happened to Fred. This was a YouTuber who I used to watch, was a lot of fun to watch, was very entertaining to many people. But what happened to Fred, and what might he be doing, at this point in time? So let's talk about it. So here's what Lucas Cruikshank is doing now. So Louis Cruikshank created the character of hyperactive kid Fred and became a YouTube sensation. But what has he done since retiring from the role? What happened to Fred creator Lucas Cruikshank? The character of Fred Figglehorn is a hyperactive 6-year-old boy with a squeaky, high-pitched voice reminiscent of Alvin and the Chipmunks, who first appeared in a video created by Lucas Cruikshank and his cousins. The first Fred video appeared in 2006 when Cruikshank was just 13, and the character quickly became a viral hit. He eventually created his own channel, which became the first YouTube channel to receive over 1 million subscribers. While many found the character of Fred to be a screeching irritant, the huge success of Lucas Cruikshank's channel couldn't be denied. While the content of the channel was popular with children, the backstory of Fred himself is surprisingly dark. He lives with a drug-addicted and alcoholic mother, and his father, who he's never met, is on death row. Fred the Movie arrived in 2010, which featured an appearance by John Cena as Fred's imaginary father. Fred's character was toned down slightly for the movie, which still received terrible reviews. It was followed by 2 TV sequels, Fred 2, A Night of the Living Fred, and Fred 3, Camp Fred, with Cena returning for cameos in both. So, before we move on here, obviously there were some Fred movies that came out. I mean, this was a big character. Now, the thing about it was just really, like, when he stopped uploading on his YouTube channel, it was really unfortunate, in my opinion, just because I thought that Fred was had its place on YouTube, and I thought that was really great for kids. But it also, I just feel like he could have always just changed, or kind of evolved the channel over time, which is everyone on YouTube has evolved their channel in one way or another over time, and I think that he could have easily just done exactly that. So the character also appeared in Nickelodeon series Fred the Show, which featured Titans co-star Ryan Potter as the title character's best friend Brian. The show only lasted for 1 season, and perhaps sensing the gag was wearing thin, Lucas Cruikshank retired from the role. The Fred channel continued to be one of the most subscribed on YouTube, so in 2014 an attempt was made to rebrand it. New videos featuring content aimed at kids was uploaded without the character of Fred himself actually appearing. But after this strange experiment failed, the channel was abandoned in 2015. The popularity of Fred has been overtaken by other YouTubers in recent years, though the old channel continues to pull in viewers. Lucas Cruikshank has reprised Fred for occasional skits since retiring, but there are no signs of the character making a big comeback. Instead, Lucas Cruikshank has launched his own YouTube channel, Lucas, which currently has over 3 million subscribers. While many found the character of Fred to be understandably very irritating, it was still an impressive feat on Lucas Cruikshank's part to turn a silly comic character into a full-blown franchise. He got 3 movies and a TV series out of it, in addition to guest appearances on the Monsters vs. Aliens show and iCarly, and realized when the time was right to gracefully bow out. While he's not as visible anymore, he still has a successful solo channel and a large fan base. So, essentially, guys, he made his own channel called Lucas, and I know that was kind of, his way, I guess you could say, as to changing, things where, Fred, that whole thing kind of, wore down almost on him, even though I thought that he was kind of a significant face on YouTube to the extent where, I mean, this guy got 3 movies. I mean, he was like the first guy who made himself and his brand an actual franchise, and that was absolutely incredible. I got to give insane amounts of props for that, because that is that's a daunting task. And I mean, it's obviously not what he was planning on doing at first, but it ended up happening because of what he did with Fred. And I just would have loved to see the continuation of that channel. I understand making a completely new channel, kind of like his own thing. I get it, but it's an unfortunate thing that Fred, that channel, ended up coming to an end. But nonetheless, I absolutely loved the channel. What did you guys think about it? And have you guys been watching Lucas's new channel on his new YouTube channel? What do you guys think about this? What do you think of his new channel? Would you like for Fred, that channel, to kind of continue over time? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below.